Here's an argument that actually sounds good if you're a pro-choicer. Supposedly the greatest argument that permits women to kill their own babies is the bodily autonomy argument. This is the argument that says, it's my body, hands off, Jack. And the argument, the scenario that they use to bolster it is a hypothetical of a woman lying in a hospital bed. She awakens to discover she's plugged into some stranger because she's the only one that can keep that fellow alive. Nobody would force her to remain plugged into that fellow for 9 months because it's her body, and you can't make me do that. Matt Walsh basically dismantles. That's the word I've been looking for. Dismantles. See, dismembering is what they do in an abortion clinic. Dismantling is what we should be doing with the abortion argument. Let me share with you now the final two. 8 of these have been like just the crusher, just bolo punch after bolo punch. Here's Matt's response. Number 9, the bodily autonomy argument is flawed because it necessarily justifies lewd public behavior. We want to be really careful with how we explain this, so let's be really careful with how we explain this. This is what Matt sort of wrote. I did some tweaking. If I can do what I would want to do with my body, then it becomes very difficult to launch a salient moral or legal attack against a man who chooses to sit in a playground in front of children wearing a raincoat. I think we all understand what's going on there. And you approach that fellow who's being lewd and sinful and grotesque and say, "Sir, put your clothes on and stop doing that." "Hey, it's my body. You can't make me do whatever I want to do, especially if you're a pro-abortion woman with really bad arguments. You can't make me do what I want to do with my body." But alas, that brings us to response number 10 from Matt Walsh. The dreaded bodily autonomy argument is flawed because our bodies are not autonomous at all. Kind of. Even a little bit. At all. Not really. Here's what Matt had to say about the bodily autonomy argument. Whether we are expected to pay taxes or drive the speed limit or provide a safe and sanitary home for our children, we are using our bodies to meet these expectations and laws. We experience and participate in life with our bodies. That's how it works. Absolute bodily autonomy is inexorably linked with personal autonomy. If my body is autonomous, my person must be autonomous. And if my person is autonomous, then my very existence is autonomous. And if my very existence is autonomous, then it is simply unacceptable and, by your logic, immoral for anyone to expect me to do anything for anyone at any point for any reason. Everybody together now. Remember the Crusher back in the 70s? The wrestler on the AWA, back with Vern Gagne? Baron von Raschke, and I can't believe that I know all of these names. Just ding with that argument.